Hello students, our today's topic is characteristics of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers possess unique characteristics which make them popular dress materials. They dry up quickly, they are durable, that means they last long, they are less expensive and also they are readily available and easy to maintain. Let us perform one activity to see the comparison of water holding capacity of natural and synthetic fabrics. Aim of the activity is to compare the water holding capacity of natural and synthetic fabrics. Materials needed are two cloth pieces of same size, cotton and nylon, where cotton is natural fiber and nylon is synthetic fiber. Two beakers with equal amount of water. Method: soak each cloth piece in different beaker or mug. After 5 minutes, take out the clothes and spread them in the sun for few minutes and observe the water remaining in the beaker. What did you observe? We observed that more water is left in the beaker containing nylon. What did you conclude? Our conclusion is nylon absorbs less water as compared to cotton. So this activity is performed to find out the water holding capacity of natural and synthetic fabrics. Now observe and answer. You can see in this picture various types of fabrics. It can be natural or synthetic. Now the question is, do synthetic fabrics soak less or more water than the natural fabrics? Our answer is synthetic fabrics will observe and answer. Please look at the picture. Here you can find some cloth pieces which can be natural or synthetic. Our question is, do synthetic fabrics soak less or more water than the natural fabrics? And our answer is synthetic fabrics soak less water than the natural fabrics. Next question is, do they take less or more time to dry? Our answer is synthetic fabrics take very less time to dry because they soak very less water. What does this activity tell you about the characteristics of the synthetic fabrics? So we can conclude that as it soaks very less water, same it will be soaking very less sweat also, which is not good for our health. So there are disadvantages also of synthetic fabrics. And our next topic is plastics. Plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fiber. All plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some, it is linear, as you can see in figure A, whereas in others it is cross-linked, as you can see in figure B. Plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes. Plastic is easily moldable, that is, it can be shaped in any form. Plastic can be recycled, reused, colored, melted, rolled into sheets or made into wires. That's why it finds such a variety of use. You can see different materials made up of plastics. It has so many variety of uses in our everyday life. Next topic is polythene. Observe the picture carefully. What did you observe? There are so many polythene bags. Polythene means poly plus ethene. Polythene is an example of a plastic. It is used for making commonly used polythene bags. Our next topic is types of plastics. There are generally two types of plastics, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Let us learn about thermoplastics in detail. When we add hot water to a plastic bottle, it gets deformed. That means it changes its shape. Plastic which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. Polythene and PVC, polyvinyl chloride, are some of the examples of thermoplastics. Our next topic is thermosetting plastics. There are some plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating. These are called thermosetting plastics. Two examples of thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine. Here you can see some of the articles made up of thermosetting plastics. Let us learn more about bakelite. Bakelite is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making electrical switches. You can see the picture. Different varieties of switches and handles of various utensils so that it does not conduct heat and we can remove it from fire without getting burnt. Our next topic is melamine, which is also one type of plastic. Melamine is a versatile material. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. It is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. I hope you understood about different types of plastics and their uses. Thank you.